Hey everybody, it's Steve here. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In the last episode, we got a couple last-minute upgrades, and in this episode, we're going to take on Turtle Rock, the final dungeon of the game before Ganon's Tower. We are on a quest right now to save Zelda, which will be the 7th maiden. This room. So I find this dungeon to be very straightforward. I don't know why people seem to have a problem with it. There's a couple bullshit moments. If you don't want the compass, skip this part altogether. We are going to go back into that room that we were just in. But down in here is the compass. A couple new things are introduced here. First of all, this. Eyeballs that shoot lasers at you. You have to walk backwards out of doors. So I guess that's kind of a thing that wouldn't be obvious. Who would think to walk backwards out of the door? Oh god. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Look at that magic jar just like hanging in midair. What was up with that? We're heading up into the northeast door now, in search of a key that we're going to need to use in the northwestern side of that room. There's a magic jar under one of these pots. Leave it for now because you're using magic now, and basically if you can use magic before grabbing the refill, that would be the way to do it. These torches that you have to light are on a timer. If you light them too soon, you're not going to have time to get through the door that it opens up, so kind of wait until you're right about here and light them up, and then quickly get to that door that opened. Many a time have I done that wrong, and the door's like closed in my face, like just as I got there. I tend to refer to this as the Mario dungeon. You'll see why as we proceed. There's all kinds of things that make me think of Mario in this dungeon. There's the map, there's the key we're looking for, and now we're just going to head out. Ow, shoot, that was stupid. These are the easiest things in the world to avoid, and I fell right into it. Beautiful. So now we can pick up that magic jar that's under here. As I said, we're going to head to the northwestern door now that we have the key. I would like to get this berry out of the way. That's kind of creepy, just a skull like floating in midair out there. It's a skeleton here that's going to try and knock you off. Skeleton. It's a Stalfos, Steve. Stalfos. Here's the first thing. It's a Pokey. I mean, who's holding a key? The first of many things that are kind of Mario references. Here's your next one, Chain Chomps. These things do like 4 hearts of damage, so be careful. If I can do this without them even touching me, that would be great. A little bit of boomerang action, push that block, grab your key, and get out. That went very well. Here is the... I'm going to get that anti-fairy. Well, let's not... No, I don't mean get hit by him, I mean collect him. Turn him, transform him, and then collect his hearty goodness. We're coming down to the southeast area of this room. We're going to use these stairs. We're going to start taking pipes. You know, the next thing that reminds me of Mario. We're going to be spending a lot of time in these pipes. Just imagine like Link getting tossed around in there, hitting those corners, bouncing around. And that makes me wonder if that's what happens to Mario when he goes through pipes. Well, at least I always used to think that, until I saw some footage of Super Mario 3D World, which the pipes are clear, and he just glides through them like, you know, like they're all lubed up or something. And that sounds really wrong, so I'm going to pretend that I never said that, and we will never speak of it again. Can we stop hitting the switch? That'd be great. And I'm a bunny. There's one of those eye laser things over on the side, so I don't want to go too far into this room. Like that. I'm pretty sure the Pokey's got a key. And that's what we're trying to snag here, because obviously we gotta get through that locked door. Oh, fairy, all that worked out very well. I don't want to hit the switch again, though. Can you please stop bouncing around? Thank you. Give me your key. And backwards out the door. Well, you kind of got to turn in order to use the key on the door, but whatever. Up over here, we get the big key. So the next thing we're looking for is the treasure chest. which is going to be the mirror shield. The mirror shield will, well, kind of do what it implies. It reflects things, such as those lasers that those eyeballs are shooting at us. There's a magic refill. So now, since we already went through this pipe once, and there were 2 pipes on the other side, we took 1. So logic says, let's take the next one. So this time we're going to take the far one. Ow, 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 ow. More pokies. At least that's what they look like. I'm sure they have a different name. There's like a lot of, like, not a lot, but once in a while they'll throw a little, you know, Mario reference in the Zelda game and vice versa. If we come on over here, there's more eye statues. You're gonna have to be quick about this. We gotta bomb out that bottom wall. Just do it quick. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take some hits. I really don't know how to do that without taking any hits. And it's time to get the final heart piece in the game. We're gonna warp right here. Go in through this cavern in the light world. And once we kill all the enemies in this room, we will be rewarded in the next room with our heart piece. These guys, you can use bombs if you want. You can throw bombs over the wall. That's probably what I should be doing here. I usually just use arrows, but will you line up properly? Thank you. And yeah, last heart piece right here, and then which will give us 19 hearts. We'll get our 20th one from the boss, and that'll be that. Good stuff. I just like that the look of Link's life bar just filling up, getting almost filled to the brim, ready to overflow with lifey goodness. Anyway, we're gonna warp back. You can just hookshot across here. You don't even need to use the cane. And there's your mirror shield. And all of the reflecting that it will do for us will be much appreciated, especially in a later room where you pretty much have to use it. Back through the more pipes. Another pokey. We're going to want to bomb out both walls. The wall on the right is optional. It leads to a rupee room, basically. And as I said, I want to get mine back up to 999 if I can. And this room should provide, there's probably at least 200 rupees in this room. First you gotta kill all the enemies. That's gonna be, well, I guess you don't have to kill them actually, but you get the little "you did something" sound. I don't know what it is that we did, but pull the tongue, in we go, and let's make with some mad dodging skills. It's not too hard to avoid these things. It may take a while. Just take your time. Kind of do it in sections. Money, money, money. I know that this could be like it could be like a rupee fetish, just like my coin fetish in Mario games. Oh, that was almost perfect. But as such is the case with me, it's usually almost perfect. Well, that's not true either. Sometimes I'm not even close to being almost, but whatever. That's not going to work at all now, is it? No. Thank God I got 50 bombs. I could be just throwing them all over the place, it wouldn't matter. This room's a little bit tricky, but if you just take a look at it, you can kind of figure out what you got to do. We're going to boomerang that switch, and we're going to grab the key, and then we're going to boomerang it again and get out. Not that difficult. I just don't find this dungeon in general difficult until you get to this bullshit room. This room is the worst, probably in any dungeon, honestly. We've got two... Oh, I'm going the wrong way already. We got 2 objectives. The first is on that little platform that we just passed. It's got a button on it. Right down here. That's the easy part. Make sure you don't step on it a second time. I've done that way too many times. But that opens up a door down in the lower left. If you kind of go around the top here, I'm sure I think there's multiple ways of doing this, but and then you kind of do like a loop. This should work. No, I'm off by 1. You can see it down there. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Oh, that went much better than I thought it would. Beautiful. Oh, and my computer is updating. That was incredibly loud. That was really annoying and loud. Hope that doesn't come up on the audio. Anyway, now that we have the mirror shield, we can begin deflecting. And there is 1 rupee in this chest. Just make sure that your shield is facing in the direction of the eyeball statue. This one's got 5. The next one, logically, should have 20. No yellow rupees yet in the Zelda series at this point. And I don't like the location of that enemy. At all. Come out here. Oh, shoot the laser on the other side. Yeah. Well, at least now I can get rid of him. It just means we're going to have to kind of go through all that all over again. You... you... and that one, and that, because this one's the one you actually want. It's got the key. And we can get out of here. I'm going to do this so I don't have to tap into my bottles at all. This is optional. We could just go back up and to the door on the left, but if you come out here and warp, that's going to take us to a fairy fountain. And I'm going to take full advantage of that right now because I'm at like less than half health, and I don't really like that. I've got plenty of healing supplies in my bottles, but I'd rather not use them. I want to save them all for Ganon's Tower, basically. So I will grab all of you. More money too. Yeah, we're definitely going to be maxed out on rupees by the time we're done here. We're at 904 already. And we still got Ganon's Tower to go, so... Alright, back we go. That was just a little detour. Now we've got full health. I should be able to keep that straight until the boss. Oh, and you're back, of course, but we don't even need to bother with you right now. But we do need to deal with you. But now since I have the sword beam, you are a non-issue. I wish my issues were non-issues. You will go away. And what makes this room even easier if you've got a sword beam is that you can just do that. Which you could use the boomerang if you had to, but sword beam does the trick just as well. This is the final room before the boss. There's a magic jar in there, but let's make our platform first. Not that it uses much magic, but I want full magic going into this because you're going to be using quite a bit of it. The boss of the dungeon is Trinex. You're going to need both the fire rod and the ice rod to defeat him. I usually start with the ice head first, because otherwise he's going to make the floor all slippery, and we don't want that. 3 hits with the golden sword. I'm usually not fast enough to make that happen in one go. And of course you got to wait for the explosions. You can't like go on your menu whenever things are exploding. Yeah, I can only get like 2 hits in. No, I wasted an extra shot, but there you go. But he's not done yet. He's going to start slithering around the room now. It's going to be very obvious where you have to hit him. He's just exploding like a maniac. Probably don't need the magic cape, but we're going to do it. It's cheap, I know. No, I didn't even need it. Golden sword just annihilates him. Oh my gosh, so much exploding. He's exploded more than any boss in the game, but there you go. There are 20 hearts. We've got a full health meter finally. And we have rescued the lovely Zelda. And she's going to tell us probably about how they can all now come together and break the seal on Ganon's Tower. And that will be our next objective in the next video. We are the legendary hero. You felt this one the first time we met. Like, how long does this take place over? Just a day, basically, right? Go to the Tower of Ganon. We will use our combined powers. Why is Zelda's voice so deep? I don't think she would have such a deep voice. Anyway, do you understand? Yes. For you, Zelda, I will finally understand. God, I'm such a sap. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Next time we take on Ganon's Tower and defeat his reign of evil. Everyone take it easy. Have a good day. I'll see you next time for A Link to the Past.